Hey everybody, Michelle Barnum Smith here, and I have had kind of some interesting experiences on Facebook today with Messenger. Somehow, my news feed today is just full of Facebook ads for various products, rebate campaigns, Amazon gift card offerings, all sorts of things that have been going on. And and before I looked at any of them, I just wanted to record them and and just kind of document their processes so that I could show you kind of like some of the good, the bad, the ugly. And none of these are current customers of mine or clients. I can tell they've never been through my course or my flows because there's kind of some craziness going on. And I kind of wanted to show you and break down step by step if you're wanting to rank, if you're wanting to run a rebate campaign, if you're wanting to, run Facebook ads in general, I want to kind of streamline and show you kind of the best ways to go about it, and just demonstrate from a user perspective how these campaigns look and feel. And I pre-recorded these videos, so I'm just going to kind of offer commentary on them and maybe speed them up as we go if it takes too long. But I just want to show you what's going on and what I recommend doing and not doing as part of your campaign. So let's get into it, and I'll show you what I'm seeing. Okay. All right. So we're going to start with this sapling. And if you ever want to know how to record these for yourself, you just plug in your phone to your desktop. I have an iPhone that plugs into my iMac, and then I just record them on QuickTime using the movie setting. And that helps to just see, just kind of capture what's going on from a mobile perspective. And I think that that's really important because sometimes in business we get going and we forget what the user experience is going to be like. We sometimes we geek out and build really cool flows that we think are cool, but not necessarily are really great from a user perspective. So let's break that down kind of step by step. So these guys, I actually really liked their ad. It was eye-catching. I like the movement. It's not going to be difficult to create a video like this. So they're offering a 50% off a bottle. And bless their hearts, it goes nowhere. Nothing happens. I even tried seeing if I could, prompt something with a keyword or something going on. So once again, I really liked their ad. I thought their offer was good. I was expecting some sort of coupon flow, and instead I got nothing. So sapling, if you're watching this, if you see this video, bless your heart, I thought it was good on the front end. Obviously, I want to be able to see something work correctly on the back end as well. Okay, so I'm going to close that. All right, so let's share another one. Okay. Okay, so Farm Haven. Oh, Farm Haven. Okay, so let's get into this. This one's a little bit longer, and you'll see why in a minute. Okay, so I like the ad. Once again, I like the ad. Really good kind of visual graphic. Click send message claim now. Okay, so let's click on that. And I liked their flow for the most part. It was very succinct, kind of quick and to the point, and provided really clear instructions on what to do. So click claim now. And I think this was probably a JSON ad, so it was kind of repetitive. Okay, so we're gonna click, they're gonna say, okay, here's the instructions, click get started, okay? And now for the actual user experience. So they want me to go to Amazon.com and search for ashwagandha. Now, I don't know about you, but I do not know how to spell ashwagandha. So we're taking them. Now, really quick, I want to point out that they're not using a deep link of any kind. I really like Pixelfy.me's links because it opens the browser. It opens, the actual the Amazon app on my phone instead of just opening a browser, because you're going to see why this is problematic in a second. And you'll see this in some other flows as well. So at this point, I'm trying to remember what the crap the bottle actually looked like. I can't even remember seeing the bottle okay, so I'm checking back. Now the user experience is, now I'm gonna have to go back, type in ashwagandha again, and now I'm looking specifically for this image, and I'm trying to like memorize it so I can find it. But as you'll see, a lot of the products look really similar, and it's really hard to find it. And I know the supplement game is so just crazy, but here I am, I'm going through and I'm like, okay, where is it? You know, can I find it? And on a mobile device, you'll also notice that you see less listings than you will on like a desktop version or a computer version. You know, here they might only show like 20 products, whereas on your desktop, depending on the size of your screen, you can see upwards of 50 products. Okay, so I'm thinking that looks familiar. Okay, so I'm going to click on that. And I'm not going to purchase any of these products. I'm just showing kind of the user experience here. All right, so now at this point, I found the product, but I can't remember what they wanted me to do. So I'm just testing kind of like their order submission process and saying, okay, now these guys want me to go to a website to submit my order ID and information. I think that that's a mistake. You can easily access somebody's order information directly inside of ManyChat, asking them for their order ID, their PayPal information, and capture all of that, put it into a Google Doc, a Google Sheets, and capture that. So it's a little bit more, breaking it down a little bit smoother and a little bit easier for that user experience. Now, as you can see, the website broke. The website is not working. I click on it and it worked. It did load. But as you can see here, I don't have any space here in which to actually like submit my PayPal information. Like it said, it's mostly just asking me for my name, my phone number, my order ID. I like the instructions on how to find your order ID if there's confusion on how to do that. But for the most part, it's not clear on how to actually, where to put that information in. And I'm just checking what the end user experience is like. Okay. And I do like that they have like a like and share at the bottom. I think it's always good to have people like your page and all of that fun stuff. All right. So that's the end of this one. So kind of takeaways from this experience. I really liked the ad. I really liked how succinct the instructions were, but the breakdown happened in the link that was used. So it was using just a regular two-step or just a regular like URL, sending somebody to Amazon.com. Even if you don't want to use Pixelfy, there's tools like URLgenius.com that will convert a URL into a deep link. And I think that is really important in getting people to go to the app instead of opening a browser. Even if you're going to have back and forth, like a treasure hunt type of experience between Messenger and Amazon.com, that's so much easier to do between apps as opposed to opening a browser, closing a browser, opening a browser, and going back and forth. And you have to remember, I'm a power user. I am a power user, right? And so you have people on Facebook who have no clue what's going on, have no idea how any of this works. And so if they're like trying to watch this and trying to follow your instructions, they just want a bottle of pills. And if they can't get it, if it's not really clear, you're going to have friction, you're going to have drop off, you're going to have that gap between people who subscribe and people who actually purchase. And obviously when it comes to, ranking campaigns or any type of campaign, you want to be able to get people to do what it is meet the objective that you have. So takeaways, use deep links, and maybe even tell people what page you're on, where to start in looking for your product if you're doing, a search find by. Or once again, I highly recommend Pixelfy's links. They have a seeker URL, and it will and it's a deep link. Plus, it'll take people to the exact page that you're located on, so that there's not the endless search of, okay, what is this? What does it look like? I completely forgot what I'm looking for at this point. I really like their stuff for that purpose as well. All right, so let me close this. Okay. All right, let's see what's next. I'll save the best for last. So I'll do Sky Organics. And once again, I don't know any of these people. If I'm sure they're wonderful sellers. They're playing the game, they're doing the best. But it always helps to learn, learn how to do it better, right? Okay, so let's watch this. So first and foremost, I don't love the ad. There's too much going on. They're trying to drive traffic to too many products at once. Like I couldn't tell if those were almonds, like it said skincare, but I couldn't tell what that was. That product image is way too small for mobile devices to be able to see exactly what it is. This image right here, it's like, what is that? You know? So I clicked on it anyway, just to see what it was. Are you ready to choose your skincare essentials? Yes. Okay, let's take a look. All right, and then all of a sudden, boom, 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 boom. And from a user experience, this is like a completely overwhelming list of things to do. And it's really not clear what it is you are trying to do, what it is we are doing. Like, am I picking just one product? Am I picking multiple products? Like, what am I doing? So, great, purchase our castor oil, eyelash, you'll get a $10 Amazon gift card. We verify the order is valid, the product has been delivered, and that the product hasn't been canceled. Okay, straightforward, pretty cool. I would probably put that in like a bullet point so people don't have to like read it in paragraph form, make it quick. Purchase our castor oil using the link below. Okay, so I'm gonna click on that link. Come on, Michelle, click on the link. All right, there we go. So once again, not a deep link, but it is an add to cart link. And this is an interesting kind of variation. So an add to cart. Once again, I will say this, guys, the add to cart button on a mobile device in this setting is very, very small. In fact, it was really hard for me not to hit the listing URL there where it says organic castor oil, blah, 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 blah. It was really hard not to hit that. I was really trying to strategically press on the continue button. It's not obvious. It kind of has that like breakdown of are people going to do it? Are people going to get lost? Are people going to get frustrated? Are people going to be confused? You know, that kind of a thing. Okay, so I clicked on continue and I and added it to my checkout. Now at this point, I was confused again as to what I'm supposed to do. Am I supposed to just buy this or so I'm going back to look for instructions. Once again, I'm a power user and I was confused. So just a word of advice, a word of warning. Okay, so now they're asking for the order ID information. And hopefully this is like, you know, I wasn't able to test this all the way, but basically, you know, type in the order ID. So hopefully it was kind of like a capture as opposed to the last one where it like sent you to a website. Yeah, not once again, I wasn't able to test it all the way to completion, but just kind of some takeaways from this flow. The Facebook ad was terrible. I really hated it. And then obviously, like as soon as the Facebook ad loaded or the Messenger loaded, getting offer, that's overwhelming. That's overstimulating to people. It's kind of like, you know, like for people who have I don't know, sensory sensitivities, like when you have like pulsing lights or that kind of thing, it just like triggers them. That sort of thing is very triggering to people where it's like, you know, notification, boom, 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 boom. That it's just completely overwhelming. And once again, it was confusing as to what I was supposed to do. Am I only purchasing one? Am I purchasing multiples? You know, like that kind of a thing. What is it that people want me to do? And sellers, if you have multiple products that you're launching at the same time or similar times and you're wanting to drive traffic to all of them at once, gosh, that's a hard scenario. Bottom line for me is that I wouldn't do them all at once. I would take them one at a time, and I would run a rebate campaign or a ranking campaign for each product individually, and instead of trying to do it all at once. Other takeaways from this are, once again, deep links, making it easy to go to the app instead of just opening a browser. And in this instance where they were doing an add to cart URL, it was so small on my mobile device. It was the continue button was super, super small. And so it wasn't really clear like what I was supposed to click. And I think the normal user would probably click on the listing information instead of the continue button. So just kind of some ideas there, things to avoid doing. Okay, now we're gonna save the worst for last. Oh, I was so frustrated when I went through this this experience. Oh, and once again, I'm a power user. I know what I'm doing, and so I can't even imagine what kind of conversion rate that they would have on a campaign like this. Okay, so the ad itself was fine, not uh, nothing crazy. I actually really like the simplicity of it. So let's click on send message and click I'm in. Come on, Michelle, click it. All right. And then all of a sudden, just like a novel's worth of information that's getting sent. Okay. I do like that it's broken up into individual things, but and I understand what they're doing here. They're trying to get like some buy off before they move forward. So there's not a bunch of like people are being like, I didn't understand or I don't know, you know, but I think that there's a better way to go about doing this to make it a little bit easier. And I don't know what the customer ID number is for. Like that's really kind of confusing and weird. Okay, so this is where things get terrible, quite frankly. Okay, so they want me to do search find by. And it's not a deep link, so I'm going into the browser version. So I can't remember what they wanted me to do search find by for, like what the keyword was. I completely forgot. It was supposed to be MCT oil powder. And then I got completely lost. I was like, okay, what am I looking for here? So they're telling me to search, and I did, so I clicked done. And this is kind of like a search find by treasure hunt where they're trying to, in this step, they're having me like tank a competitor. That's fine, whatever. But once again, you have to think in terms of like, what is it that we want people to do? Like what are they willing to do to get something for free? Are they willing to jump through all of the hoops that you're wanting them to jump through? And here's the thing is that this step, they're wanting me to click on a competitor's listing. So click on it. Okay, I've clicked on it. Now what did you want me to do? What's going on? So I'm going to go back again and say, okay, did I do what it is that they wanted me to do? Please find and click on the best looking product you see on the page. Okay, cool. All right, done. So reply back to us with the ASIN of this product. And at this point, I'm not sure if they're just like wanting me to double check. So here they say you can find it in the URL. Guys, this is where a mobile version experience is very different than a desktop or a computer version of this experience. So at this point, I think I've like wisened up and realized I'm looking for powder instead of oil. So every step along the way, I've done incorrectly at this point. Power user once again, and I'm totally lost. Okay, so I'm just gonna click on these guys. I'm not clicking on any sponsored posts. I don't wanna, do that. So here they're asking me to find the ASIN in the URL, okay? And at this point, I'm like trying to tap on the URL at the top of the page, and I can't access the URL. Now, me being a power user, I know how to find an ASIN on a page. Is anybody else going to be able to know how to do this? No, they're not. They're not going to know that is an ASIN. That's what you're looking for. But because I'm a power user and I'm testing things, I'm going to go take a look at it. Okay, so here they want me to type it in or send a screenshot and press done. Once again, I'm really not sure what this step is for, but we're going to roll with it. I think they're just trying to test you to see if you're actually doing the steps, but who knows? Who really knows at this point? There's so much friction in this flow that is driving me crazy. It's completely making me insane. Okay, so now they're saying go back and search again and buy our vitamin bounty product. But there were so many things that were happening at once that once again, I couldn't remember what it is they were wanting me to do. So at this point, I'm going back. And here's the thing, guys, I have yet to see their actual product. So they're telling me to go and look for the product, and I don't even know what it looks like at this point. I can't even remember their brand name. And at this point, I think I'm realizing like, I'm confused. What am I supposed to be doing again? I can't find the product. I'm going to page 2 and I'm wondering to myself, like, how far am I having to go down this rabbit hole to like complete this circus of a task that they're having me do? All right. So yeah, I'm completely lost. I have no idea what I'm supposed to be doing. And I'm like mad at this point because I'm like, this is not how you're supposed to use ManyChat. Not how you're supposed to use Messenger. Make it easier, guys. All right. Okay. So at this point, let's see. Okay, so at this point I've gone back and oh, I noticed a button that says, what's it look like? There it is. At this point, it'd be really great to like have a button to like take me back to Amazon.com, but whatever. So now I'm gonna look again for this really plain looking product that's gonna completely blend into the background of everything on this page. You can tell that I'm grumpy about this. I don't usually talk smack about people's products, guys, but the flow itself is offensive to me. So I'm trying to really I'm trying to do this right. I'm trying to do what they asked me to do, okay? So there they are. Ta-da, they are on page 1. There they are. Okay. And so obviously at this point, I'm so confused. I'm so tired. I'm like, okay, did they want me to buy at this point or what did they want, what did they actually want me to do? Okay, search, buy. So once again, it would be good to have that be like, go search for this, ding, you know, checkbox, checkbox, checkbox. Like kind of break it up with emojis as to like the tasks you want them to do. Um, and you know, at this point, that was the end of, I was just done playing their game. Um, what is wrong with this flow? Oh gosh, so much. Uh, the ad was fine. The beginning user experience was fine, but then it all went to hell in a handbasket with all of the different steps that they were wanting to do, all of the treasure hunting. Um, it was just, it was just painful. And I am a power user, guys. How many times do I have to say that? It was painful for me, and I know what I'm doing. I know what the you know, what the seller is wanting me to do, and it still was just an awful experience. So just kind of some words of wisdom as you're going about creating your ManyChat campaigns. Like, think about the end user experience. Yeah, of course you have your objectives and what you're wanting to accomplish, whether you're wanting to rank, you know, drive rebates, increase your reviews, all of those things, but make it as frictionless as possible to be able to do that. You know, that's going to increase not only your conversion, but that's going to increase trust between you and your subscribers because, you know, obviously there's like the short-term action that you want people to take, but there's also the long-term opportunity in turning these subscribers into repeat buyers and repeat, you know, you know, launch, having like a launch list type of experience where you have subscribers, you know your drill and will go back and do it over and over and over again. In most of these examples, none of them were coupon-based offers. All of them were rebate offers of some sort. At least the first one might have been a coupon offer, but I never actually got their flow, as you'll recall. And in rebate experiences, that trust level is super low. And so you're going to have to do a lot to be able to establish that trust up front. And a lot of that goes into having it be really succinct instructions and making it easy for people to find their order information, submit their order information, and be on their way to getting that rebate. Okay, so that is kind of like the good, the bad, the ugly, and my recommendations on how to improve the user experiences moving forward. If you want more training on how to, you know, how to dive deeper into rebates, into ranking campaigns, all of that fun stuff, check out my advanced webinar workshop in the link. I'll post it below. You can take a look at it and take a look at the custom templates that I have created for sellers to be able to just plug and play and use and not have to worry about building these all out yourself because what a pain in the butt. Okay. All right. Thanks, y'all. Peace and love.